Lurker. Show yourself. Yo, what's up, dude? John. All the Johns present. Frank the Tank. You know, it's a movie. Tyler, what's up, dude? You enjoying watching all the East Texas bass fishing this year? Nasty Nate. Frank, the movie I feel like I quote not more than any, but a lot that I forgot to list was The Goonies. How did I forget that? Tyler, you learning anything? Or just the same old, same old? Picked up any good tips? Anything eye-opening? About to make a push on the Sabine or in the big water, in the big lakes? One-eyed Gilly. That'd be a good bait name. What's up, Johnny? At Toledo. What's the Sabine fish doing? Y'all, I guess the river's probably been blown out. If it's anything like over here. Hey, BBC. I gotta put some, package some baits up. Put them in their little original packaging. Which I got smart. Nah, these are the ones already painted. I just gotta put them in their rightful place. I will say it really is nice to paint baits that come with like molded packaging where you can just lay the baits down in them. It just looks real clean. You know what I like to do? Helen and I are watching this guy sell Old Bandits on Whatnot. Travis, do I need to go over there? Are they going for cheap or are they going for expensive? So you got any mistakes? I want to learn those Tailrose Coosa River TVA local secrets. Johnny, have you heard me speak about that? So I used to fish the Coosa a lot when I was in college and out of college. And because I wasn't local, because I was from Mobile, it wasn't common knowledge that that was a thing. And I used to fish all these tournaments, like big tournaments, not huge, but big enough. And like, you know, sometimes 50 to 100 boats. And certain times a year, you would just get obliterated. And I never could. I was like, man, how are these guys catching all these? Like, why do these guys always have spots? Like big bags of spots. Like, where are they catching a big bag of spots? And it never dawned on me that they were all below the dam. And so, you know, after years of getting my ass kicked, one of my buddies who was doing most of the ass kicking, like, was like, oh yeah, I just went up the river and drifted. I'm like, where? Like, below the dam. So all these years where I've been getting destroyed, like a lot of the times it was early in the year, like January, it'd be like miserable. And I would be in the like normal people part of the lake trying to put that together, not knowing that there's a bite up the river that isn't affected by anything hardly. Like cold doesn't matter. Like as long as the water's moving, like those fish seem to bite. And and I had no idea that existed. Well, then it all started making sense. Like all these, like we go to Mitchell, and you could look at the fish and you could tell that they were different because I would fish at Mitchell and I would fish, around all the normal people stuff like hatchet and like regular mid lake stuff where people that just don't know any better go fishing. And and I would catch some spots down there, and you'd catch like a 3 pounder and bring him in, and then you'd see a guy with like a 3 pounder spot, and it wouldn't look like my spot. It did, but they always look different. And I was like, this something's going on here. Um, so I I finally started to realize that the big nasties live uh, below the dams, and I was never one to go chase those fish, um, because I was always terrified of being in that current and falling out of the boat. Like when you see those dudes up at like Pickwick get behind the dam and like the like water's just like raging beside their boat, like that terrifies me. I want to be. I just didn't like that. So I've never once in my life, like I've fished with my buddy Chad behind Logan Martin Dam, um, and it wasn't crazy sketch. Like they weren't blowing water out of there, but it was moving pretty good. It wasn't like terrifying. But you see some of those guys get up there, and it's just like rapids, and they're right in the middle of it. And I, I was never, I never wanted to win that bad to where I would go get like below a dam when it was like churning. And so even once I learned how all this shit was getting won, I still never, uh, never wanted to do it. Uh, Still to this day, don't. Um, and there was a time Gray gets on here occasionally, but his brother Corey and Chris Godbold, they'd go below the dam at Miller's Ferry, where there was guys going up to the upper end where uh, I mainly fished, and over at Demopolis and places like that where I fished a ton, and they were catching the same big ass bags that you'd catch on the Coosa, except they were better and bigger on the Alabama and Tom Bigby because guys hadn't been abusing those fish for 15, 20 years like they had on the Coosa. So, um, but it like once, even if there is a 22-pound bag of spots below the dam, like I didn't want to win that tournament that way. I wanted to win it in the normal, regular people fishing area. So, and there was the biggest thing about it is like, especially down there on the Alabama River, not the Coosa, there was always shit getting stirred up about fishing below the dams, like what's legal, what's not legal. People, you beat a couple asses, people protest you, and then you got to deal with that shit. And people see you below the dam and they say, oh, he was fishing, you know, within the he was fishing inside the ropes. He was fishing inside the whatever. He wasn't 800 feet. He wasn't this like, and there was always people bitching about how close you were or whatever. So I didn't want to be involved uh, in that. Too stinky for me. Yeah, the Bagleys are doing good. I got a bunch of them. So they look good. They look pretty shitty painted. I mean, stock, but they look real good painted. I will say. Um, made to flow backwards. Yeah, that's pretty much how the drifting works. You point the nose of your boat up, and you may basically just use the trolling motor to kind of slow you down and keep you straight. And you just drift backwards, pitching up. Um, I started thinking about for whatever reason after me and Pryor got off the stream talking. Um, I I got some weird itch to look up rattle traps, like old ones. And that's another company that I think gets kind of swept under the rug as far as color development. Like Bandits always had a huge color catalog that was good. Norman's had a great color catalog for years. Just and by great I mean good, but also gigantic. Um, and then I started thinking about Rattle Trap, and I was like, dude, Rattle Trap has had like tons of badass colors, and just colors in general. There's millions of colors. Um, Mistake 300. Ooh, I'm not a huge fan of the 300. If it was a 200, I'd be interested. Seen anyone take out all the rattles or leave one BB? I never have. You could throw a new color every cast for a week. Yeah, Rattle Trap is. I mean, they've got their standards, but they've. I don't like any of their new shit. I think their new shit's a stretch. Um, so their older stuff is great, but then all the new patterns they're trying to come out with have been terrible. Um, ow, it's weird back pain. Just picked up a few one knockers. Those are good to have. Those are good to have. The first to do Morning Dawn. Yeah, they did have that. Didn't they call it Tequila Sunrise? Just sold 5 for 32. I mean, if they're old, that's not a terrible price. That's the other thing about Bandits is like most of the old colors, unless you're buying really crappy colors, like it doesn't do any good for me to buy them unless it's to fish, because most of the time, most of the old Bandit colors are pretty good. You know what I mean? I try and not paint old Bandit, like repaint them, because typically, unless it's a really terrible color, uh, they're pretty good. I feel like there was a little bit of an era in Bagley that I mean in Bandit that they didn't make too many losers. Yo, Kyle, Diamond Shad. Yeah, I never got into the Diamond Shad. It was too ugly. Burns is watching, but he can't comment on his new phone. Burnsy, what's up with that? Huh. Slayer, what's up? When's the Slay Nation tournament trail get kicked off? Marty, people are saying hi to you. Better bring the take the new phone back and say I can't see. I can't comment on my YouTube streams. Take this piece back. Take this piece back. Kicked off 2 weeks ago. Oh, moved down to Georgia, eh? Smart move. You can get going sooner. He can see all the comments. So if you talk shit on Burns, he can see it. He just can't fight back. Florida? Damn, dude, you're going coast to coast. Yeah, maybe your new phone isn't signed in, Burns. Can we get JP every week? That would be that would probably be hard on the painter dude. Because once me and JP get rolling, it's hard to stop. Marty loves CNC baits more than BBC's poking the bear when he's down and he can't comment. Travis, this guy bugs me. I gotta see this guy now. Hold on. I gotta see this guy. The mole. Where's Whatnot? Whatnot. What's his name? I found him. Craig's Corner. That's some. What's wrong with that fat-free shed? How much stuff's this guy got? Faction I joked about the live stream on YouTube roasting bad Whatnot streamers. Good. Oh, he's just got lots and you can't see what they are. Damn, he's got 1 million, dude. Hook lot. This guy's gonna be a while. Like a real long while. He must be planning on being there. He said the fat-free shad was a Norman. Well, typically when people say fat-free shads are Normans, you can get a good deal. I'll put him up here. I'll put him up here in case he has any deals. Jeremy, you did not. Can y'all hear this? Is it? Also didn't know that was a frenzy. Those are typically the best kind of guys to get on their auctions. Log Mill just wanted the frenzy. But yeah, I love it when guys are like, up for auction, 1 crankbait. Don't know what it is. I guess there's deals to be had on. Did somebody take this Norman DD22 and cut slots in it? Is that what I'm seeing? There's enough knowledge, viewers, that nothing is really slipping through the cracks. Huh. Has that been painted or has that been dremeled? The first one. Need to show with 10 viewers. Yeah. How many's this guy got? 35? Yeah. I bought some Normans last night from a dude. He had DD14s, he had middle ends, and then he had 2 baby ends. But I got all 3 of those. He had like 50 DD22s. But DD22s sell like poo-poo. It is modified with ridges. How about that? That's pretty cool. I mean, it looks like whoever cut the ridges did a pretty good job. And cutting through that gel coat ain't easy at all. Especially cleanly, and it looked like they did it pretty good. I don't know what they would have done it with, but it looks like a pretty good cut. Morgan, what you learning? I did see the dude leading out there trapping. What's he trapping around? Just rocks? Hard spots? There's grass on Ouachita? I didn't know that. I hadn't heard anybody mention it. I haven't heard anybody mention it. And grass. Oh, well, that makes more sense. That makes more sense. What's this guy? How much are these going for? $23 for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 deep divers. Not terrible. Found some Excalibur spooks last night on eBay. Are you going to sell them on Whatnot, Travis? Poorly repainted. What were they? Fat Freeze. Thought they were Bagleys. Tell you how crazy Kentucky weather is. It was in the 60s Thursday and there's snow on the ground today. I didn't know y'all were getting snow. Our little weather girl from down here moved to Kentucky. Colleen Peterson. Jeremy, I don't think they've been getting a whole lot of stuff in Hella Land either. Correct me if I'm wrong, Hella, but aren't y'all below par? Shad Raps deep divers. There's a Bagley. Looks like a DB3, I believe. Dominican one. It's a shitty one. Got our 3rd snow of the winter. That sounds like it would be not normal. That sounds not normal. Hella, do you like that or do you not like that? Do you feel like you live in a different state? Do you feel like you're a down souther? Hell, Burnsy and Morgan might have got more snow than you this year, hell. I'm watching dual streams and dual comments. Hella misses the ice fishing, probably. It's probably not good for ice fishing sales. Phone and dual monitors. Hella is tapped into the Bass Matrix today. Travis, y'all are close to having more than Hella. That's so weird, dude. We even had a little snow this year. If you want to call it snow, it's more like frozen water. All right. These are all done. You know what I typically like to do? Even though it's a monumental waste of time, I'll take these and hang them on my pegs just because I like looking at like a full peg, like a full wall of custom painted baits because they look beautiful hanging on the wall. And then I have to put them in the mail. So they only last on the wall about 10 minutes. And then I have to go get them off and ship them off. But it does bring me a great deal of pleasure to see them all hanging up. For a few minutes at least. Come on, dude. Sell these damn 22s. This shit is taking way too long. I can't hear what he's saying, but I mean, he really doesn't need to go into a whole lot about a damn DD22. John, that would be nice. In a perfect world, I would do that. In a perfect world, I would just keep all these. But I can't do that. Can't do that, unfortunately. What do y'all think I could get for this on Whatnot? Start the bidding at 27 cents. You don't want the audio on. Let me hear this guy. He's got a soundtrack?
Root beer.
Somebody painted that root beer.
Nice one.
Nice one. Money for nothing. Got some Dire Straits kicking.
Another root beer base. Lighter color. It's a lighter brown.
Lighter brown. That's Mountain Dew, bro. It's like Norman's favorite color.
Not sure the brand on this one, guys.
Not sure the brand. That's a man's, bro. That's a man's. He's got a bunch of custom painted stuff. Somebody tell him it's a man's. No, I actually bought these to fish. FLW Tim knows. I bought these to fish down here, but I've never actually thrown one. I found them in a box over there. I don't even know if they'll run. They're pretty ugly, but they're kind of fat and short, so it's going to be interesting to see how they run. I like the size though. because they're kind of heavy. But these were eBay purchases. I think these were penny auctions. Penny auctions. Show you how you get the hooks off of these quick like. Uh-oh. Try not to cut the hook hangers. Darius, Marty's here in spirit, and he's watching. He just can't comment on his new phone. He got a new phone, and he can't comment. So he's seeing. Bait Man's here for the Rapala Deep Runners. Ow. Baxter, what are these? Shorty and Fatty. They were on the depths. They were on the darkest depths of eBay in the penny auctions like 10 years ago. Travis, turn me off and put Frozen on. Turn me off and put Blippi on, bro. Or, ooh, is that a Sudeth? What's the first bait? Uh-oh, Johnny Jenkins is there. He's sneaking in. How much is this? Flat A's. I might bid on these. No Blippi anymore. Wonder how much these are going to go for. Got Bluey on a big TV. Yeah, Bluey's clutch for parents and kids. Oh, there's a deep diver. There's a deep diver, Baxter. I just want that little Earl. How much? $1, $2. Ooh, Mark Davis signature, fat free. Flat A. Super Kitties. Super Kitties. That's a good one. Take all that other junk and give me $30. People lost their friggin' mind, dude. And for that reason, I'm out. I guess if you're buying a bunch of stuff from this guy already, 513 Plumbing. Way to go, bro. Yeah, we need some of these guys to go do something. Yeah, the Sudeth was good. Mark Davis, fat free. I wouldn't give two heinies about, but Sudeth would have been a good pickup for cheap. Only for single shows, Johnny. Next show, shipping goes back up. This guy's got got a suspending fat-free shad. Look out, Frank Scalish. He's about to slip into whatnot. Hank Fralish is about to start bidding. Hella, are you a bait flipper now? Have you shifted your business model? Another fat free. Oh, this is for Frank. They're Excaliburs. Jeremy, you gonna get on and have a little get on and throw a little cheese down? There's a crawl. Excalibur. This guy's got some pretty decent stuff. I would like to have gone through his stuff before he started breaking it up, like when it was sitting in his garage. And Baitman, is that how you buy your baits to resell on your stream under the what's your alias? Will I be able to pick it out? Good time Tommy. That'd be a good alias. Bateman believes that people see him. I mean, they probably do. I mean, it probably becomes sport. But at that point, Baxter, you're going to need to be reaching out to these people and get your cut for being on their streams because you bring the bids. So I would have to hire you to get on my Whatnot stream and give you a fraction of the proceeds to just get on there and shop. What do I think? What am I excited to fish? No, I can't really think of anything. Like I'm excited to fish all my wood baits. I want to throw a trap more. I really just want to go actual fishing. So I think that's my the technique I'm most looking forward to in 2024 is actually the technique of bass fishing. So we'll see. Randy Flowers fishing. Try that little hammer trap. What the hell is that? I need another phone. Hold on, I can pull it up on my computer. Is that the... Oh, I can't do it, dude. Can't do it. The rattle trap, Bill Lewis. It's too ugly. It's too ugly. I don't think I can make myself love it. Maybe. I don't know, though. It's pretty stupid looking. I'll tell you what, I do have one that I'm excited to throw. I'm not really excited to throw. But it's a color. It's an old rattle trap color. And I'm fearful of showing it because there's some on eBay right now, and I know somebody will go buy them. And I kind of want to buy them. But they're right on the cusp of being like absurdly expensive, but they're also right there. They're also priced to where you're like, maybe. But I want to get them. I really don't need them. And the thing about the color is, there's another Sudeth. The thing about the color is, I've never caught a fish on it. I've never seen anybody throw it. I don't know if it's fish repellent, but everything about it is like perfect for down here. Like all the colors are perfect for here. I guess I could show it if you promise not to go buy the ones on eBay. Tyler, you ever thrown that one? All right, I'm gonna have to get off of here and go buy the ones on eBay now. Johnny, can't tell you that until I hoard enough that I feel comfortable. Because this is a color that I can't really, any of these pad pressed ones, I can't really replicate the look of, because of, like, I can, but it still doesn't look right. But so I have to buy these. Very blue crabbish, BBC. You're right. It is very blue crabbish. It's got all the ingredients. You know where some are still in the pack? How much are they? Do they have quarter ounces? I need the quarters. BBC, I don't know if I can, dude. Like, I don't think it'll have the same effect. I would need to get my little pin out and put little micro dots on it, and maybe I just need to make up a maybe I just need to look up, or I need to cut a new stencil, like make a new stencil, design a new stencil that kind of fits this, that would kind of give me this look. Tyler, is it a good color? Like I said, I've never thrown it, but when I saw it, I was like, I have to have that. That's going to slay down here. And I've thrown it around a little bit, but not a ton. But I'll continue. It's one of those baits and colors that I'll continue to throw because it seems too perfect. Mischievous fish. You tested Velcro on a bass's mouth. So you took a piece of Velcro and you stuck it in the top of a fish's mouth, and it stuck. There's an old bandit. Not too old. What is that? Oh yeah, it is. I haven't thrown it. I just know my dad's on an old tackle box. I wonder what your dad would say about it. He'd be like, "Oh, that's the best damn trap color they ever made." There's some more Fat Freeze, Old Bandit, Old Deep Runner, Rapala, and it looks like a series something 4 or 5. Tyler, my buddy, was fishing down here, and he said this was a few days ago, and he said he fished around a bunch of different areas, and he wasn't really getting a ton of bites. Then he got in this one area, and it was just like they were there. And he said, "You know what the difference was?" I said, "What?" He said, "There was crabs everywhere." He said, "You'd see them swimming around. You'd pitch your bait out there, and they'd start biting on it." He said, "There was crabs. It's like they had a crab hatch, and there was just like crabs swimming around everywhere." It's like, "Really?" And he's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Well, how do you find that?" And he's like, I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? Like when you go around, you look for balls of shad, or you look for them like flipping on the surface. Like, how do you know where crabs are going to be? I guess you need to learn the life cycle of a crab and kind of figure out why they go where. And I guess that's what I need to start researching is why crabs do what they do, because I feel like the crab is the number one food source of our fish on the lower end down here. Favorite is pumpkin seed. To look that one up. I'm not well versed in the in the rattle trap color catalog. I heard this was the best color. If you're a Texas guy. Any truth to that? Tyler. But that one slays. Still to this day. And it's like one of their oldest colors. Oh, there's a speed trap. How much I go for? $6? Is that a new speed trap? Looks kind of old. I can't really tell. That would have been worth it for the speed trap. Paint that Marty, see what BBC said about you. This dude is sitting heavy on some damn norms. Mike, you still Mike, you pull out a bleeding shiner? Still the old rattle trap bleeding shiner? What's this guy got? Ooh, is that a combat? Lucky Craft. Lucky Craft alert. And a box. A Deep Little Inn. A Berkeley. And a Lucky Craft. Yeah, I think I want to throw, that's my thing this year. I think I want to throw original rattle traps more. So I've got me a little collection I've picked up. Because the only ones I had as a kid was like the orange one with the bars and the chrome ones. So I didn't have a huge rattle trap collection as a kid, surprisingly. They had so many colors, I'm surprised I didn't get sucked into more. I'll tell you the one I had that I thought was going to be awesome. It's probably the same reason I bought this one. Let's see if it's in here. This is kind of like the one Bobby was talking about. I always thought this was you can tell how old this is. Look at the last time I threw it. That's right. Cajun red. But this one's pretty badass color. It would be good down here. I need to put this back in rotation. But I hope I'll probably catch a shit out of them, and then I'll be on a wild goose hunt trying to find red zone, blue, and tequila sunrise rattle traps on eBay. I could probably find some on this guy's auction. This has even got the original hooks on them. You know what's cool about these hooks? So this bait is probably at least 20 years old, at least. And back then, if you look at these hooks, they had like nano-coated hooks. They're like steel gray. They're kind of sexy. We need a balsa. We need a balsa wood floating lipless for fishing grass. That would be interesting. Like that? Uh-oh, Travis is chubbing up over there. It's the topwater time. Hot damn, look at what the damn Builder dude has pulled out of his sleeve. So if you want to talk about this damn thing, this is the bait that I tested that feels like a rattle trap. I mean, it feels like a chatterbait. Burns did it. I didn't know what to expect. So let's see what this thing does. And Burnsy, trust in the builder dude for sure. He nailed this one. But and you could weight the hooks if you wanted to, or put your little tape on the chin to get it down. But right now it cranks down about a foot. So you could throw this probably in the same place that you'd throw a 1- or something like that. But it's badass bait. I have to paint mine, Burn, so I can go fish it this weekend. And for those requesting, rat brains are back. Burnsy did the Misfit rat brain, which I think is probably the greatest bait name we've ever had, or there has ever been. Front runners, got a pile of those. Johnny, yeah, I'm not opposed to buying lots of things to get like one bait and then parting with the other stuff. I've done that more than I have buy a lot that everything in there was what I wanted. I typically do buy big lots of stuff to take like a handful of baits out of, and then I guess that's how you get all this stuff. But can I buy the front runners and send them in for painting? Of course. I actually have hello. I have blank ones. Do these interest you? We'll start the bidding at $4. $17 for some front runners. Who's the winner? Oh, never mind. 4, 5, 6, 7. Somebody gonna wait? And nobody. Hella's coming up. Buzzbait is winning. Who's he gonna be? Joe Banks, 10. Oh, it keeps jumping the timer up. What the hell? 11 bucks is a good deal on some 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. That was a good buy. That's been the best buy I've seen. The front runners for 11 bones. Jeremy, you tie them to your main line, and then you tie a short leader to your spook, and when they're eating small bait fish or schooling and stuff like that, they'll eat the front runner because it's small. It's like a really small profile, and lets you like get a small bait fish profile when they're eating little bait. Time extends in the last 5 seconds if not such. This is so stupid. Oh, sudden death. Oh. What is this? Lure for a cure. Promo Excalibur. Interesting. I still got more stuff to test now. I got Burnsies to test. I need to go paint that lipless today. Burns. after, let me get it out of the box. But what color should I paint it? What color should I paint it? Chrome? Can't chrome. Yeah, I think that is that's been the secret juice for years. Johnny is those old Lucky Craft little bitty. They make like a trout Sammy or something. But I might have something for you, Johnny, though. TK's juice, that would be a good color in a lipless. I wonder if I could do. No, I was thinking I could do a red one. Maybe I'll just do the bottom really orange. I don't know. Painting a crawl, it probably would be good in a crawl color. I should paint it like a crab. I should paint it like a crab. I don't know. That's going to be tough. That's going to be tough. I'll do something bone. I'll do something bone. Doing front runners and double rigs on small glides. This one is I want to try. Bone shrimp. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Bone shrimp. I should be able to. I'll come up with something. Sorry, Brendan. There's probably going to be matte finish also. But I gotta get my this is a Daddy might be bidding. Daddy might be bidding on this. Wonder how much this is gonna go for those watching. Oh man, he's up to 41. All rat babes will be meted. It's damaged. What's damaged? Oh, they're not supposed to be sticky. It's because it's that shitty matte finish. No, I'd pay up for that, Hella, because it's sticky and nobody wants it. Stearman says sell it. Oh, he's got another one. Oh boy. It's because it's the reason the bait is sticky is because Lucky Craft back in the day still does. They clear coated their baits with Plastidip pretty much. How can you get a deal on baits in here when there's a guy in the chat called Lure Junkie? Let's see. Did he just put these up? Oh yeah, they're already up at $20. 16. Martin Bass baits? Come on. I want somebody I know to win something. That's a pretty good price for some used BDS4s. Even though they do require a little maintenance. The red one looked okay, but chartreuse and blue one it's pretty annoying to get that sticky, crappy matte clear coat off. It's not even a clear coat; it's like a matte coating. I honestly think it's Plastidip because it rolls off like Plastidip. The lipless going to be named the Hog. I don't know what I haven't even thought about names for it yet. I don't know. What's up, AJ? We're just sitting here talking about whatnot. We're watching this dude sell on whatnot. Watch party. Uh-oh. Got a 1.5. This dude's got some good shit. Burns. Is that small enough? You're not going to give me a cease and desist from Z-Man, are you? Are these 1.5s? Oh, D20. Those things suck. It's small. Do you need some? He lost me. He lost me when the D20 pulled out. Heading to the crossroads, but to become the GOAT lure painter. AJ, you know what song I tried to put on my reel this morning that I couldn't find to your to shoot back at your Delta Blues? I was trying to find the damn guitar duel from the Crossroads movie with Steve Vai and Ralph Macchio and Ry Cooder on the guitar. And I couldn't, I could find the Steve Vai part, but I couldn't find the Ry Cooder's Ralph Macchio, the slide part, which is the part I wanted. And Instagram music failed me. I couldn't hit you with the Ralph Macchio guitar solo, unfortunately. I couldn't find it, at least, and I looked for damn 30 minutes. I looked for 30 minutes, embarrassingly enough. As soon as I woke up and got on Instagram and saw your stream, I was like, dude, I'm about to hit him with some Ralph Macchio shit. And nah, wasn't even there. Wasn't even there, bro. Not for open forums. I gotta put some. Dude, I think this guy must have bought the lot of DD22s that the guy had on Facebook last night. Maybe it is the guy. Good old Hinkle. These should catch something after I get the fins put in. Yeah, AJ, there's nothing more infuriating than when you're like, oh, I know the song. And you start looking and you can't find it, or you find some stupid remix or like cover that somebody did. And it'll really piss you off. Why didn't he lot his like Lucky Crafts together instead of throwing? Is he just trying to sucker you into buying the other 3 pieces of shit for getting the one Lucky Craft? Is he that smart, or is he just doing random stuff? Yeah, it's pretty absurd, Darius. Pretty absurd. But the good thing, about it, Darius, is that maybe if Whatnot continues to grow, it'll take some heat off of eBay, and then eBay will settle, and Whatnot will pick up all the steam and price gouging that eBay has. Kyle, I'd love to have the DD22s because I enjoy painting them. Nobody buys them, but and I enjoy throwing them, but I don't need 100 of them. But I also don't want to pay $4 a piece for them. Because if I needed to sell them, they don't sell worth a shit. And I'll never throw that many. So for those reasons, I need to get them really cheap, and it's hard to find them like super cheap now. I do like the 22s. I like the DD14s better though. I like the 14s better. So if anybody has any DD14s that they're not gonna put on Whatnot, let me know. I'll take them off your hands. It really is, AJ. I don't understand why more people don't throw and buy a DD22. And I'm not saying just from me or you or whoever that like paints them. I mean, I can understand if you're going to take a big bait and get it 15 feet down and throw it in a brush pile, you might not want to be throwing a $25 bait. You might. I mean, you can get it back with a plug knocker. It's not that hard, but I think people get kind of weird about that. But even just buying like cheap ones and throwing them, I just don't think people throw DD22s that much, and it's a kick-ass bait. I don't think it feels like reeling in a wet sock. I think it feels like a damn crankbait that catches the shit out of fish. Send you Burns, you've almost built a DD14 by accident, I believe. By accident. I have something that you built that's kind of close. Oh, come on, glue. Office hands these days don't. Can't handle the pull. Maybe so. Maybe so. It's too much work. AJ, I told you about. Were you here when I was talking about my buddy who fishes? He's like a high school boat captain or whatever. Well, the kid's on his boat. One's his kid, and then they've got like another kid that's somebody else's kid that is part of the team. And the kid that's not his kid, they went to Guntersville, and the kid likes throwing. His favorite bait is throwing a weightless Senko. So he said they got to Guntersville, and the wind was blowing like 20 miles an hour, and they were like out there in the main grass. And he was the kid was like trying to throw this weightless Senko out there, and he had like a damn giant bow in his line and you can't fish like that, you know what I mean? And so he told the kid, he was like, put this chatterbait on. And he was like, I don't like chatterbaits. And he's like, just work with it. Like, you're not going to be able to do shit with that Senko. Just put this chatterbait on and throw it around for a little while. So he ties the chatterbait on the kid's pole, and kid throws it out there, and my buddy goes back to doing whatever he was doing, probably playing on his phone or whatever. And he said that he looked up and the kid had put the rod down and picked up his Senko again. And he's like, "What are you doing, dude?" And he was like, "I don't like it." And he's like, "Why?" And he said, "Because it pulls on my rod too hard." And he's like, "What?" And he's like, it like pulls back. He's like, the chatterbait? And he's like, yeah, it's like thumping my rod and it like pulls hard. And he's like, yeah, that's the point, dude. And he's like, that's why they bite it. And he's like, I don't want to throw it. It's like, damn, dude, chatterbait pulls too hard. But I guess that's what I guess that's the kind of stuff you deal with when you're fishing high school tournaments. Come on. There we go. Speed worm or a power worm? Yeah, that would have been a good. That would have been a good alternative. But I really couldn't believe that that was a guy just asked if I had anyone. Mine said no, he didn't think so. Then he puts one up. Oh, this guy's great. Let me follow this man. Even though there's no deals to be had, I love clueless sellers. Dax, he's got a lot, bro. That's the thing about it. He might not know shit about them, but he's got a damn shit pot of them. Am I? Is this the secret snipe guy, where you can get in there and get stuff that he didn't know what it is? I guess you used to be able to before Hella and Baxter got in there and dicked it up for everybody. Got a 12-year-old, almost 200 pounds, and he can't carry a case of water from the car to the house. That's funny. Just not really use my words anymore. I think I'm going to sell most of them. Bobby, get on Whatnot. Ooh, there's a big N. Looks like. Does it look like that? Might take his big ends off his hands. If you have more than one. All right. Get these bottom fins in, let them fall out like they tend to do. Trying to bite me. He's having a relaxing weekend at the Home Depot. I got a local high school kid and his dad who are trying to become fishing influencers. And this most Tyler, send me their link, dude. I want to follow them. I love the cringe. I love the cringe. This guy doesn't know. He doesn't know a damn super spook from a beetle spin. This is great. This guy's gonna blow up just by being clueless. He's gonna be so popular and he doesn't know why. Just be yourself, bro. Just be yourself. That's what everybody. That's the key to life. Just be yourself. Stay clueless. There's another 1 minus. Whatever those are. Whatever that is. It might be a marketing move, maybe. What if that was a real Big O he's selling right now? How funny would that be? He's like, I got this really old crankbait. It says Big O on the side. Whatever that is. It's got these numbers on it. I should probably clean those off before I sell this. Dude, would that be the best thing ever? Is to watch a guy clean the serial numbers off an original Big O. Number 346. I don't know who wrote this on here, but I'm gonna get rid of that later. Fred Young wrote his name on it. I don't know who he is, but I'm gonna get a magic eraser, and I'll get rid of that. I'll get a magic eraser and get rid of that. That's a good spot. This Fred Young can't smell good. Is he still listening to Dire Straits, AJ? I'm not sure if I should tell this guy what baits we're looking for if I go along with everyone else. Yeah, I think you just let him roll, bro. I think you just let him roll. Because if you ask, he's not going to know anyway. And if he does, he's just playing dumb. So just let him go. Just let him be free. Let him be free. Let's see here. The Colossus of Crank. That's him. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Is that rub on? I think I got a little too much glue in there. I'm a little heavy on the S glue. Come on, dick. Asset just got a DT6, a neat little flat side. Where's my phone? How am I missing this? How am I missing this? This is gold. This is gold. Neat little flat side. That's funny. That is funny stuff. All right. Next Hinkle. What's he got now? Oh, is this owners? What days do you normally sell? Travis is looking for a. Do you ever sell baits on Tuesday mornings at 4:30 in the morning? Because I'd like to tune into those auctions. Can we have a Craig? I talked to everybody in the comments section, and we'd really like you to have a stream at 3:30 a.m. on Sunday night, Monday morning, whatever you want to say. That would be great if you could do that. Bring all your Lucky Crafts and your spooks. Yozuris. So what's the best thing? What's the best thing this guy sold? Like, has there been any deals? Has anybody pulled one off on him besides Baxter? I hate these fins. I really hate Hinkle fins. Really. Travis, I couldn't hear him. I've got the water turned down. I mean the volume turned down. What did he say? Whenever I can. Darius thinks it's an act. Could be. You think he's intentionally playing dumb so people try to sneak in his baits? The reason I would maybe suspect that is his bait groupings. Throwing in the shitty like Strike King and Norman stuff, like it's not shitty, but it's common, and then throwing in like one Lucky Craft Moonsault or like whatever. Maybe he's just, I don't know. Maybe he's Chance will start doing 3 a.m. streams so we can abuse you. I mean, so we can shop when the wife's in bed. That is pretty dang funny. That pretty dang funny. Uh-oh, frog and jig time. Is that Ned's? What is that? heck is that? Oh no, I'm a pipe cleaner. Ooh, Frogzilla. Ooh, there's a. That's not a good Bobby's Perfect. That's a tournament. It might be a decent. I can't tell. Is that a Bobby's Perfect? That got rubber bands? Oh, yeah, that is a good one. It's worth a couple bones. Frank, good question. Good question. Maybe I wonder if he would come on. I wonder if he could come on a camper stream and do an auction on there, and then I kick all of y'all out and have my burner account bidding. And be like, dude, nobody showed up. I don't know where anybody is. Like do another lot of BDSs. I'm sure they'll be here in a minute. They'll be along shortly. I promise. Just sell another lot of RC 1.5s, original ones. Just do another lot of Bagleys. That's fine. Oh, it's sticky. Johnny, what'd you get? You got 3 frogs for 10 bones. Not bad. Sounds like a hella tactic. Possibly. Learn from the best. I may know this guy. This guy might be my fishing partner for 2024. Uh-oh, I forgot to put that bottom fin in. He's giving frog advice. Damn, dude, I might have to get off of here and just listen to this guy. I don't want to miss the juice. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe I'll get off of here and then we'll just, if you have whatnot, we'll just jump on this Craig's Corner dude. Oh no, he's got the Bill Dance. He's got the Bill Dance grass frog. Let me get on. I need to get on PayPal and transfer money to my a lot of money to my checking account. Stay here and keep commenting. I want to hear this guy. Apparently that's where the damn comedy is. Because hearing this guy being completely clueless as to what he's selling. Neat little flat side, that's a DT6. That's about the best one I've heard. All right. His music is loud. Why is he playing music? I wouldn't think that's necessary. He had Dire Straits blasting when I got on there the first time. I don't know what he's listening to now. This guy probably makes more in a year than I do painting crankbaits, and he buys he walks around going to damn flea markets and shit, buying tackle boxes from people, selling it on Whatnot. Lots of Whatnot guys play music. Frog Gang. Hello, they're using your gang phrase in Craig's Corner now. Dumpster diving for tackle. I actually have that frog he's showing. It's up there amongst a bunch of junk. Johnny likes the music. 70s rock. I'm sure there's some like marketing guru that says if you play music during the background when you're doing like you, the best place to probably look would be to like QVC or like those little hand things where they sell like jewelry and all you see is the people's hands on QVC and it spins. If they play music, there's probably been some study that shows that people are more willing to buy and spend more if there's like music playing in the background. That's why malls play music. Put you in a good mood, I guess, unless you don't like their music. Unless you're hella and you prefer silence. I don't know. I'm sure there's a rhyme and a reason. All right, we got these two Hinkles completed. Money for nothing. Bobby Barrack is the best frog slogan. Turning frogs into toads. That's pretty good. I'd like to fish with Bobby. He seems very wound up, very energetic. I would probably prefer Bobby no camera, but I'd like to have it recorded. But I would, Bobby. I'm sure Bobby on the camera is the same as Bobby off the camera, but probably off camera he wouldn't have to be as you know what I mean? Like, that's what I think, Tyler. I think you could learn an infinite amount from him if you could like throttle him down to where he could focus on you and not focus on like, having a conversation and not focus on like trying to make a good TV show. Somebody sent me a poor man's native gill. I don't know what this bait is, but I showed it to y'all. So that would be Hellabass's native gill that I put a new tail on him. But if you look at the head and the nose and the face, I mean, come on, bro. Like even the chin is even similar. And then it ends up here for me to paint. How ironic. How ironic. I made it look good. Made it look good. It looks like a damn bluegill. It's a lot smaller, I will say. It is significantly smaller. It's about as wide, though. About 1.5 inches shorter, but Same width. Maybe a little wider. Not in the head though. And he sent me this thing. I don't know what this is, but he wanted it to look like a perch, so I made it look like a perch for him. So hopefully he goes and catches a big pike on it. Weed demon. Where is this guy's eyeballs? What's he selling? Weed demons. Sorry. I don't think this is a clickbait. I mean, I think it looks very, very, very similar. I didn't think Daniel made a glide though. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know. That's the thing, Johnny. It's so hard to damn tell these days. Everybody makes some shit that looks like everybody else's. So the perch is a Zorba. I don't know. I do not know the answer. I do not know. I gotta find that guy's box because it's got the eyes and tails for those little things. I don't know. Like I said, it's so hard to keep up now because you get one bait that pops out that does kind of good, and then you got 6 more that pop up that look just like it. And guys sell them. That's the crazy thing about it is, like, I don't know how many they sell, but people buy them for whatever reason. What do you need Hinkle shad fins for, Brendan? I thought you were anti-Hinkle shad. I thought you were anti-Hinkle. What's up, Rich? Want to mold them and sell them to the public. Why couldn't you? Would the Finkel fins not work? Could you just not order the fins from the guy that did the knockoff and stick those in an actual Hinkle? Or did those not fit? People pay $50 for a set of fins. That is completely absurd. I can sell you an entire beautifully painted Marty Burns crankbait for less than that, and people are willing to pay more for one set of stupid plastic fins. Maybe prices are too cheap. It sounds like. Brendan, but then you'll be selling KOs. You don't want to support the dude selling KOs, but then you're going to copy Hinkle fins and then sell them as KOs. You will become the guy you sought to destroy. It's not just any fin, though. It is the same, because you're not making a new fin set that fits a Hinkle. You are molding a Hinkle fin that is specific to a Hinkle bait that was made by Andrew Hinkle to fit his baits. It is the same. I think it's the same. It's a KO mole. Brendan has turned evil. Brendan's gotten jaded. He's like, screw it, dude. I don't know. Is it different or is it the same? Am I crazy? Am I right or is Brendan right? Or is nobody right? Either die a hero or live long enough to become the villain. BBC's done that in a short period of time. Brendan, I 100% agree with you, but you said you didn't want to support a KO guy, which is what I think you will in turn be doing yourself. The only difference is this guy just sent him to China and had him do it. You just want to do it yourself. What is that? These damn fins are the worst. Ow. Where is glue coming from? That's the other thing I really dislike about these fins is none of them fit the same. Like some of them are big and fat, some of them are small. Brennan, I 100% agree with you. I don't see a problem with filling that void. Like I said, if he can't supply it, here's an idea. Why don't you get a Hinkle and make your own fin set for it that are better? That would be an improvement. I mean, you really just need the dimensions of his holes, and then you could do whatever you wanted. Give the world consistent fins. That's what these baits need, because sometimes you have to jam in the tail. Sometimes you got to jam in the side fins. It's not my favorite thing to have to do, but whatever. If you don't take care of your customers, Brendan will. That's right. Oh, dude. AJ and Hella would have been raging over this box. All right, here we go. What is all this stuff? What are all these fins? Let's see what we got. I don't want the hooks. What's in here? Eyeballs. I don't know what these tails are made out of. I wonder what these tails are made out of. Looks like they're in fact snag-proof. Snag-proof mouse. It's got any bass rats? All right, let's see. What color are perch eyes? Let me look this up real quick. Yellow perch. I'm assuming they're kind of gold. Yeah, dark. Kind of red, some of them. They don't have a very much gloss to them. They look kind of flat. They look kind of silicone-y, but I don't know. Damn, I don't know who this guy got these eyes from, but they look real nice. They look real nice. Quality eyes. Looks like silicone. Well, I would need to know that before I stuck these stupid fins on, or they're going to come out. Oh, they do have pins that aren't included. Where are the fins? They're supposed to use toothpicks. Is this the right one? Maybe I'll just leave the tails out because I don't know what the material is. How squishy? I mean, they're pretty. I mean, it kind of feels like silicone, honestly. Frank, get a mutant rat. I don't know that these eyes are going to fit in this dude's hole. Yeah, they did. Nice eyes. I don't know who made these eyes, but they're really very attractive. Very attractive. Well done, eyes. Shout out to the eye maker, whoever that may be. Get this guy stuck in. Yeah, I think I'm going to send him these with no tail. Let him stick his own tail in since there's pins to do it with. He can figure it out. Or he can ask whoever made the baits what their tails are made out of. Looks like a perch to me, dudes. What do y'all think? Perchy? Bought the 316 trout and the guy somehow got the pin out. Did they get back in a certain way? I don't know the answer to that, BBC. I don't fool around by doing things like that, so I don't know. I don't know. Now these eyes don't fit. So I guess I'm going to take this one out and just put some other little eye in there. Damn, he's loading up on the scum frogs. I just looked over. What size is this? So it's 6. There's one. Oh, of course I have one. Of course I have one of these eyes. Let's see if that fits. Oh man, I just dropped it. Might be gone forever. Let's see, I got another one. Just Mickey, he'll tell you. BBC. Oh, maybe. I think that's smaller. Six. Let's see how that fits. It's kind of small. Close enough. I'll fit in the hole. I just want it to fit. I just want it to fit. Snugly. That's my biggest pet peeve is when, like, BGC does it with their gill now. They send their gills, Kevin sends his gills with an eye that's too big for the hole. And I don't understand it. This one's too small, but it's close enough. Close enough. Dude can change it if he wants to stuff eyes in it. His eye hole's wrong anyway. Needs like a 7mm. Which I don't have. Of course. BGCs are fun. Just don't put the Don't put the eyes in the new gill because they don't fit. Unless you want to make a bed of epoxy and let them lay on top of a bed of epoxy, they don't fit in the eye slot. This dude, damn, that was a big lot. What did that sell for? Was there a bass rod in there? Did you get those, Johnny? Those need a lot. Pull off the doll eyes. We got to do Chad. What size are these? 9. I think Chads are 10. $14 for mostly junk frogs. So, is this what this is? No, it's a 12. Big boy. Turn the volume up on the music. People weren't buying enough. They weren't going for the prices he wanted, so he cranked the tunes. This guy might be a sales wizard. He might know all the tricks. So my buddy Jody, a fishing partner that y'all met on here one day, he was out at a flea market one day, and he said there was this guy selling something like candles or some like incense or some bullshit or like jewelry. I don't remember what it was. He was selling some sort of stuff, and he said he had this flute, and Jody said he was like hanging around the guy's booth for a little bit, like one near it, so he was like kind of saw the guy, and he was watching him, and he said there was nobody at the guy's little booth. And red troubles, those are me. And nobody was shopping at his booth. Everybody was just walking by. And he said he pulled out this flute and started playing like some enchanting magical flute song. And Jody said it wasn't 2 notes after he started, people like started going directly to this guy's booth and like buying shit. And he was like, I think he asked like magic song he was playing. And he's like, are you like a witch? Like a witch doctor? What did I just watch? Nobody was at your booth. You pull out a flute and start playing a song, and now you're like, people are throwing money at you. Pretty wild. So maybe this guy's onto something. Let's see, what size? 2s. I don't need 2s. I used to, but I don't really much anymore. Johnny, I don't think I could. I mean, I could nail the color, but The color wouldn't be hard. It's the look because it's so broken up, and it's hard to get that look. Excuse me. Um, I don't see the tail for this. Not even nothing. Yeah, funny you say that, Jeremy. I want to say I saw when Carp released his bait. There was some conversation between Carp and Mickey about Mickey's tail that he had already that he already had designed but not released. Looked like Gale's. I think it was like I've got the same tail. I'm just letting you know that I'll probably eventually release a bait that's got that same tail on it. I'm just pre-warning you. But oh, there's the tail. This one looks like plastic. This one should stick in, I guess. Yeah. We're going to try it anyway. Brennan, what do you know about these? Looks like it's called First Class Shat. The Gracely Shat. This was a while ago, dude. This was like years ago. Brennan, do you want one of these? Do you know this fellow? Ugly, swim good, cannot feel them very good. You had one of these little micro things? Ugly, but they swim good, but you can't feel them. Well, there you go. There you go. Shat. Too small. Yeah. For shad stuff, I think that would make a lot of sense. All right. I kind of want to change the eyes on this bait and see if I can find a 7. I know I've probably got one. For 6s. Oh, here we go. Might be getting on something. Shad Daddy, what's up? It is. All right. Made a herring glide? I don't believe so. I think he's only made the mackerel looking one. Not that I recall, BBC. But I'm no expert. I am no expert. Could have. Certainly could have. Is this dude out of good stuff? That is not a 6. What did I put in here? Huh. Some of these eyes are like, that says 6mm. It's not 6mm. It's not the same. Maybe I'll put Megabass eyes in this thing. Pull these other shitty ones out. Nobody's fishing today? It's a beautiful day down here to go fishing. It's cold and it's windy. Let's see if I can get these out without destroying something. Probably not. Probably not. Oh, a big pile of nasty looking hooks. Don't do that to me. I shouldn't have used the good glue. I shouldn't have used the good glue. Now these things are really in there. Son of a bitch. Hey, got that one out. Oh, no. Oh, come on. I'm going to dig this bait up trying to get these stupid eyes out. Oh. All right. Let me get off of here. Good talking to everybody. I'm going to keep watching this dude sell. I'll talk to y'all on there. Adios, dudes.